the outside of the track. He is multiple world champion. He is triple Olympic champion. He is wearing number 1.
This is the ride-off for bronze between Bourgain. Just accelerates a little bit.
See there, he had to sort of dive down the track because he was on the banking and he would have slipped off, so he had to dive down. But immediately as he dived down, because he had the speed, he went straight back up again to dust that speed off. He didn't want to be going too quickly.
It's riding very, very high, as high as they possibly can to try and get some sort of acceleration when they choose to use it.
Slowing it down again, stalling Chris. Chris is behind him, trying to fool him into thinking Chris is going to jump down. Right up, Chris winds up now, Bourgain drops down a little bit, Chris stays high and puts the power on.
Here comes the bell then, and Chris Hoy is still trying to go as high as possible. Bourgain's got him on the ropes almost at the moment. Hoy then gets onto the wheel around the outside. Bourgain is really fighting for this one. It's Bourgain at the moment. Chris Hoy, can he come over the top? No! Michael Bourgain, France, takes the first.
Well, that was a surprise.
In Great Britain, the pressure is now on Chris Hoy. He's one down in the ride-off for bronze against Michael Bourgain. But next up, and you can see him on your track here, Jason Kenny.
Well, do you know what? Until I saw Jason take care of Chris, I had all of my money on Gregory Bolge for this title. Now, I'm not so sure.
World Championships. Now, Bolge can be rattled, you know.
Oh, yeah.
If you get underneath his rear wheel or you slow it right down, he can be rattled. Not so keen on the slow speed stuff as Gregory Bolge.
Right in front of us again. Bolge just drops down the track. Still got 2 laps to go, or lap and 3/4 now, just picking up the pace a little bit. Kenny riding very well.
Yeah, responding immediately. Is the gap of about 5 bike lengths, but Kenny knows that's a little bit too much. Right up on the top of the banking now, to get as much height as possible. Bolge keeps looking at him.
What he did to Chris Hoy, isn't it? Stayed high on the track.
Here he comes. The bell has been sounded. Gregory Bolge has horsepower. Just look at the speed of Jason Kenny. Oh, he's doing everything he possibly can. I don't think he's got Bolge's time. Can he come over the top again? No, not this one.
No. See, roved away, tried to ride against Chris Hoy. It was exactly the right thing to do, but Bolge just knew it was coming. The
predominant sprinter of his generation is racing for bronze against Frenchman Michael Bourgain.
Got it all to do, hasn't he? One down.
He has, you have to say, he has. Well, we've seen this before. Chris Hoy is no stranger to being in difficult positions. Really doesn't bother him at all. Hoy trying to mix up the pace a little bit, drops down. Bourgain maybe giving Hoy a little bit too much room. Right up the banking again. We've seen Bourgain respond. We've seen a lot of this as well, riding right around the top to get a maximum advantage. Bourgain swaying that bike again. Almost looks like a sprinter on the road. Shoulders swaying around.
Yep.
Spinning up the gear goes Chris Hoy. He's got about 5-6 bike lengths, and now here comes the bell. It's just going to be the drag race that we've seen Chris Hoy do before. Has Bourgain got enough to get onto the wheel of Chris Hoy? He's gaining. It's going to be very tight for him to come around. Chris Hoy is just doing the drag race thing, and Bourgain, Hoy.
Well, how close was that? And Michael Bourgain gave Chris Hoy a lot of running space there, and only just missed out on getting him.
Chris Hoy gets the run number 2.
Just in 10 points, 4.42 is very fast, and then Chris has been somewhat rattled by Michael Bourgain here.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, that he's almost reverted to a tactic that is tried and tested with him and then he knows works, and that is get to the front and just go like the clappers.
Yeah, it's not the tactic for this track though, but it's what he's having to employ with Mikhail Borgan, because he is so versatile. He can flick around the track, very good bike handler. So something that Chris has had to go back to. There you go, photo finish.
Pretty close stuff, but he takes it to a third run. Now back to the runoff for gold. Gregory Borge could sew up the world title in this run. The next, minute or so could be a defining moment for Gregory Borge in this year's World Championships. On the other hand, it could be a defining moment for Jason Kenny in taking one back.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason Kenny could become world sprint champion. But
he's got to get past Borge first. He's got to take one back on him.
He's got it all to do. I was just about to say he's got to win this and win the next one. Gregory Borge is one up, wants to get it done in one further round, and that's his work done for the day. World champion again.
Well, Kenny has disposed of Chris Hoyt, and he's come up against the strongest man in sprinting in the last 18 months. Well, I would say nearly 2 years, actually. Gregory Borge is a terrific phenomenon. Strong, athletic, powerful, charismatic. He's had a couple of massive crashes, Gregory Borge.
Yeah. Had one a couple of years back when his tub rolled off, didn't he?
Yeah, huge. Kenny being supported by the British contingent behind us, and away he goes. Very, very gentle rollout, keeping a distance of about 4 bike lengths to Gregory Borge. Borge, the world champion. Kenny, the young pretender. He's matured so much, and he seems to have matured round by round as well.
Yeah.
He knew he was on good form.
Just getting the belief, isn't he? He knows what he can do, and taking it to Chris Hoy was a massive, massive boost for him.
Indeed. He's got a lot to do, though.
Borge just stalking him, isn't he? He dives down the track there, you can see, so that Jason has to look over a different shoulder. You may think it's something small, but it's just all these things thrown into the mix that can distract you.
Well, yeah, they're concentrating so hard on one place on the track that if you disrupt that train of thought, as Borge gets right onto the rear wheel, takes it very, very high. Kenny shadowing the middle of the track. He doesn't want him to come down. He wants to cover the bottom. Oh, he managed to do that. Borge is going to come a long way around. This could be the moment for Gregory Borge. He goes over the top of Jason Kenny. Kenny is going to fight back, is he? Borge has got the horsepower. Is he going to be the world champion? Kenny's running at him, but he's not going to be enough. Gregory Borge is the world sprint champion. He's done it again, and Jason Kenny will have to settle for the silver medal, but great experience. Terrific sprinting by the most powerful sprinter in the world, Gregory Borge.
Second standing ovation of the night, and a bit of congratulations there. And it really is a capacity crowd now, isn't it? There's not a spare seat in the house.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely fantastic. We've got some very exciting racing still coming up for you, so please stay with us.
So the sprint crown goes to the Frenchman Gregory Borge once again. And taking the applause of the crowd. And rightly so. Well, he's now put himself in the pantheon of great sprinters. Gregory Borge, and what a tremendous, great lineage of sprinters that France have produced for years and years.
Yeah, they had a bit of a dip, didn't they? But as we say, everyone The Australians have done it. Great Britain have come to the fore in the last few years and dominated for so long.
There is still the run for bronze to be made, though, of course, between Chris Hoy and Michael Bourgain. They are one apiece. Bourgain got the better of Hoy first time out. Then Chris Hoy used the old horsepower trick, the absolute drag race to go and get the second of the runs.
Yes, tout le monde, hein?
Bourgain taking the first of the two runs so far. Hoy taking the second. It was a quick last time check for Hoy, 10.442, but just look at the timings for Gregory Borge, almost identical.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Borge, we just had the times up in front of us. Borge, I think, did a 10.224, wasn't it? Yeah,
10.224 and then a
10.224.
Yeah. And then a 10.220.
Yeah.
Chris Hoy, very, very popular, of course. Big British contingent here as Michael Bourgain gets pushed up to the top of the banking. And this is going to be interesting. Are we going to see two British medals, or are we going to see two French medals? This is the question.
Well, Chris will definitely want to go away from here with a medal. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Not the colour he wanted. He wanted to take the gold with the rainbow bands. But by no stretch of the imagination will he want to leave here without this medal. They're not firing on all cylinders for the team sprint. And I very much doubt he's riding the kilo. We haven't seen the start list yet, but I very much doubt it.
So Chris Hoy and Michael Bourgain fighting out for the bronze medal. Hoy keeping the pace as high as he dare at the moment. It's going to be another drag race, is it? Bourgain will know that's what's coming now, because that's what Hoy employed last time.
Riding him much closer, isn't he, than he did last time?
Very much so. Right under our commentary box and right at the top of the banking. They couldn't get any higher at the moment. Bourgain, about a bike length only. Whoop, flips down now. Hoy trying to unnerve Bourgain. He won't do that easily. But remember, Hoy is very, very good at this sort of thing. He's also a fabulous, best Kirin rider in the world. And able to do that. Oh, Bourgain's got ahead of him now. Is he capable of keeping Hoy high on the banking? Bourgain just flicks down a little bit, gets a little bit of edge. Hoy really going hard at him. He wants the bronze medal. He's going around the outside of Bourgain. Bourgain's still got him, still got him, still got him, still got him. Hoy gets it.
And you could see just how much that meant to Sir Chris Hoy. There was no way he wanted to leave here without a gold medal.
Sorry,
bronze medal.
Well, he didn't want to leave it without a gold medal, but he hasn't got it. He's got a bronze medal. And the British contingent behind us on their feet, because he's gone away with at least a medal, and he knew he had that one in the bag. That was just sheer aggression in the back straight. Huge aggression. Bronze medal for Chris Hoy then. And Michael Bourgain, who's ridden so well on his return, really, to top flight sprinting, has to be settled for fourth spot. Hoy acknowledging the crowd, especially the large British contingent behind us. Bourgain looking a little bit dejected, one has to say. Bourgain did everything he could. Just look at the speed of Hoy, spinning the gear faster and going around the long way. And he knew he had it. He was capable of raising his fist and thumping the air before he'd ever got to the end. Look, there we are. He knew that Bourgain was a beaten man. Jan van Eyden, the British sprint coach, German,